saying we're getting a sequel today or anything, but just wish. Yeah, this presentation should be interesting. We'll see a lot of games revealed for the first time. I'm expecting some exclusive stuff. I'm expecting some third-party support, some internal first-party efforts, maybe some cross-gen games, some differences that we can expect between PS4 and PS5 versions of games. But what's most exciting probably is exclusive stuff that we will see next year. And also, will we get a look at the console itself? See the controller working live? Price on the system? Release date? Any other backwards compatibility talk? I know most of the PS4 libraries are about the PS1, 2, 3, either disc or download, right? It'll be exciting. It's 1 o'clock now. So stay tuned. So probably any moment now, this should start. What do you think we're going to see? Or what do you hope we'll see? Something from Insomniac Games? A new Ratchet and Clank, perhaps? The new Crash Bandicoot game that I was hinting at yesterday from Activision. I think we might see it today for the first time. As a multi-platform release, but perhaps a PS5 timed exclusive or launching on the PS5 first kind of deal, you know? Like I said, it's going to be too early for a Spider-Man 2 to come out this year, but if it's already in development and they have something to show off, today would be a pretty good, pretty impactful event, even if they just say in development and a little, 20 seconds. I think it's starting. Mature content. All right, let's see. This is going to be the console underneath. Pulling it back. Shown off. I see a lot of black and blue. Okay. It's Sony's known square, triangle, circle, cross coming out of the black and blue. And that's it, folks. We're done. See you in November.
Wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up?
No. I like the hand we've been dealt.
We were destined for something great.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or I don't know, that thing. That magic.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
My job, my score, get your own!
All the rides are 50 cents, so take those ladies off the gym. Haven't had this much fun.
We should talk about work.
We out here gangbanging like it's 91.
We all love banks. Get me a DJ.
Give me a hand with these bodies.
This cannot be traced back to me.
Champagne, anyone?
Just sort of smash things.
So now what?
Well, that's cool. That's the kind of stuff that I expect to see quite a bit of That's cool. That's good news.
It was great to kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years, when we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen. The content we've curated for today's event showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and feel. Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
Let's see how big of a generational leap it is. From this point forward, captured on PS5. Let's see it. PlayStation Studios title.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up. Your dad said that. He was right. Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
Okay, let's do this.
It's gotta be a smaller game.
今日は皆さんに僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの情報をシェアできるということですごく興奮しています。 今回のグランツーリスモはおそらくこれまでのねグランツーリスモのファンの方がプレイしたら本当に嬉しいんじゃないかなっていう、キャンペーンモードを中心にしたグランツーリスモになってると思います。ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
You can hear me now, though, right? Just not at the same time necessarily. When is this one coming out? Gran Turismo 7. Let me know. Like right now, surely. I'm clear, right? Hopefully. Let me know.
You all right back there? No way. It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to... Right, the ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
I have it in my sights.
They have found us, Ratchet. How do I steer this thing? Ask nicely. Slow down, please. That's not listening. The dimensions are weakening considerably. How bad is it? Well, it is certainly not good. Great! Where are we? Beats me.
To the depths with you! How many arms you got? Peace! We've been for this! Get off me, ship! I'll return!
Ratchet, we are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games. The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank. All of our alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac, and we can't wait to share more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
Did you see that?
Like my ride, bro?
Off the wall, Max.
Look, it's Ratchet and Clank.
Sand sharks from above.
Nice sand shark! Nice sand shark! My heroes!
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus? I will never get used to that. Hey, break reality.
Don't let him get to the boss!
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe again? Yeah! I kinda wish he was doing a worse job! He must have more planned than that's what I'm afraid of.
Looks like we'll also have a female character to play at some point in the adventure. That's cool. Already 3 exclusive IP being put to good use. Well, not that Spider-Man is exclusive necessarily, but Insomniac Spider-Man is. But that plus Ratchet plus Gran Turismo, a GTA 5 upgrade, and now it's something else. Square Enix. Exclusive. Well, that's a big one. I mean, don't know how good it will be, but it seems to be a big exclusive. Nice, somewhat open world action adventure game. Fast, pretty environments. Nice. That's awesome. Stray. Okay, that's cool. I was only joking a little bit about it being like Untitled Goose Game, but with a cat, and it looks like you are a cat. That's awesome. That's cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on. The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet. The crash. The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death. Trapped in this endless cycle. Even death is no escape. Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different, as if changing. This world is becoming part of me, infecting my mind, my memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope. My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
Majora's Mask beats Groundhog Day. The video game Returnal. Let's see some familiar franchises and UIP. good.
Welcome to London! And our main event, looking to settle some scores and crush anyone in his way, Ultimo Barricado! Challenging him is John and a whole host of heavy hitters. It's time for Destruction Monsters! No game, broken break, become insane. No battle, no race, no fame. Doctor, we're rolling again. This is a combat, no dabbing, no combat. I bring the boom blocks and you bring the weapons. Rattle the keys for notorious me, or I'll be the top one and you can back off. Back in the mic, unstoppable action of the legend. I'm the spark to the match and I'm unbreakable. Scrapping the rest of the better. I am the best, come and get it and kiss me like I'm a take over the best. It's a boom, boom battle that you won't be lasting. I'm invincible, the backing of you will never fight no other better than me. You will stop stuck, cause I am the real deal and you can only run from A. This is my game, you won't be afraid of the undeniable A. Set up a cage and the dominant, period. Never, never, nothing, number one. No battle, no rank, no game. That's made to be broken, break, become insane. No battle, no race, no fame. Doctor, we're rolling again. No battle, no rank, no game. That's made to be broken, break, become insane. No battle, no race, no fame. Doctor, we're rolling again.
Destruction All-Stars. PlayStation All-Stars. Okay. You gotta do a console reveal, right?
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
I know you are kind. You sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it. Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. But you cannot hide your weakness from me. You have no power here, Kena.
This has been a very Nintendo Direct-like presentation so far. It's just game after game, a little bit of talking and back to more games. Good event so far. Which makes me think they're gonna end on something.
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? To do that thing you've always meant to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things. something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe it's the fear that I'll never be as good as what I imagine, when I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
This time there won't be
different.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime. Take a look.
You are no longer a slave, Abe. They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here. You may have escaped the murderous blades, for the fate of your entire people is up to you.
New Oddworld entry.
PlayStation 5によって我々の考える東京のビジュアルを実現できました。今までに見たことのない東京の魅力を見て、聞いて、感じることができます。これからお見せするのはゴーストワイヤー東京の世界初のゲームプレイ動画です。スーパーナチュラルでミステリアスな東京、そこに潜む驚異と美しさを感じ取っていただけると思います。ぜひお楽しみください。
I don't know if Oddworld is.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't. Fight when others won't. It's up to you to save Tokyo.
Oddworld meets Lemmings, possibly? Or...
For a long stretch, no limousine. If you're talking winners, gotta intervene. I'm the biggest one of those you ever seen. I'ma need a crown. I'm the only one that ever held it down at the tip top. People flip flop every day, not I. Top 5, I'm a big shot. I'm the one that wanna take the big shots. Big balls, big rings, big rocks, big bag, big moves, big cars, big man, big plan. Get lost in this wall. Look at me now, they held me down. So give me the crown. Make way for the king. We're not the same. We're not the same. We run everything. We're not the same. We're not the same. They ain't got us running through these things. Make way for the king.
Felt very... Alright, it's montage time to show off. Seeing little glimpses of games definitely isn't enough to for you or not. Anything could be surprisingly positive or disappointing. Is that Hitman?
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process. And now, you find yourself alone.
This fall will be pretty solid so far with
Hakanabra here from IO Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional contract in his entire career. This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai. Enjoy.
That gave me like John Wick vibes. Just that last bit. User interface of the console. Yeah. It didn't say it's not. Take advantage. A little bit more simple of a game, but a game that could show off what the unique capabilities are of the controller, perhaps, and the motion sensitivity. Little devil inside.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
Yeah, this will be the first sports game that we've seen. Traditional sports.
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. I'm the first one in and the last one out. Whoever owns the place gotta drag me out.
with a pendant. Makes me wonder, will we see a Madden of some sort today as well?
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species, entirely unique to this island. Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns. Oh, and it's tasty too. Welcome to the island of bug snacks.
Like a bargain kind of snack. Try to catch an in your trap. Feed somebody and you'll see me or whatever we eat. Find them hiding in the sand, tearing up a ketchup patch. Come to snack to Thailand and discover it's bug snacks. It's bug snacks. Talking about bug snacks. It's bug snacks.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of bug snacks.
Liz! Hey, I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
It's bug snacks.
That's interesting. What do y'all think of that bug title? Bug Snacks? Nothing stand out too much. Think it's okay.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
The prize. No. Want any middle finger here? Let's see if Kami does something like that. Or will they go back to the game for now? Will they quit you? Castlevania. Good guess. Demon Souls. Alright, what are you gonna end this show on?
Desu
is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop.
This is our unique vision, what Arcane is all about.
Freeform immersive gameplay, a surreal player-driven story smashed together.
Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
Vanquish, Bayonetta, Devil May Cry.
Hello, Black Reef. Colt, my predecessor, has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight henceforth in perpetuity. Your assistance is appreciated and mandatory. The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
Yeah, Batman game would be good to see. Justice League steady. I'd go for Superman plus Last Batman Arkham Trilogy. I could go for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, also by Rocksteady.
It's cold!
Hope you're ready to loot! Die already!
Busted! Die! Damn.
Sitting here lonely like a broken man. Spending my time and
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another death. Aren't time loops fun? For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker. Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight. There's just one little snag.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
What's it gonna be? His story comes to a close.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
I saw what they did. I saw
Chris?
that.
Sorry, Ethan.
Nice.
Why?
When I saw them break away Village and had the Roman numerals 8, like, oh, it hit me. Resident Evil 8. I called it. Nice. Well, that's cool. That was one of the titles yesterday that I thought we would probably see today. I'm glad we got a first look. That's cool. Dishonored 1 and 2 looking like the previous game, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith title. Yeah, there are similarities. Eventually, almost all games share something from something else. Another cat game. Yeah, Resident Evil 8. Looks like it's
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
a couple years away. That might be the first game that we saw far away that has been shown today.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago. Their great cities turned to graves. In their place came new life. And new dangers. I must find a way to stop it. Or it will get worse and worse. Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore. No secret I won't unlock. No barrier I won't cross. This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming. Comes. I will be ready.
On behalf of the entire team at Guerrilla, we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
I'm guessing it's not ready yet for this fall in that case.
I think there's a lot to look forward to for the community.
I think fans are going to be really pleased.
As a game designer and storyteller, this is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation of ideas and experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
Yeah, looking forward to
new experiences like we've never had before.
More iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
We want to wow players.
Expect the unexpected.
And I, for one, can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you.
It's so exciting.
Incredibly exciting.
It's really about marrying
for the players and for the players.
As a developer, that's an amazing feeling to have.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Here we go. Going down. definitely not. The V. Kind of a weird. Laid down that way, but probably on its side it can't be laid down. Kind of Xbox 360 looking-ish, but it's different. I don't know. Actually, the logo was on that side. Can't and a media remote.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making them happen. We want you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share. 5.
PS5 looks good. It has more design going to it. More Xbox Series X. Better or not, that's debatable. That could change per person. More shape though. Series X. PlayStation. One interesting rectangle cube, a refrigerator. This looks like your more typical console. No cost. They're probably waiting on price point for Microsoft. It's going to be interesting to see who reveals what first. We have a couple of last things. Price for both. Release date for both. And for that matter, pricing when it comes to things like the controllers, other accessories. The fact that there's two versions means that I wouldn't be surprised if the higher end version is at that like $550, $600 mark. I don't think they would go over 600. It depends on how much does Sony want to lose per console sold. I think with what they're putting in terms of teraflops, RAM, their advanced SSD, 820 gigabyte, drive for storage. I could see it being a pretty expensive system to manufacture, but one that if they price it too high, it will eliminate a lot of consumers that would otherwise get it. So lowering it, which Sony usually does do, they usually take a little bit of a loss on each system. Hard to say. Could it be a $550 machine? And for that matter, could that be an advantage that they have, where they have a diskless version cost only $450? Or could they take a bigger loss on the main model and release it for $500? Because at $500, I think they're definitely going to lose some money per system sold, right? There's too much technology in there, especially with the SSD being new and fast and pretty high quality. Could it be 500 and 400? 400 seems pretty cheap, but if you eliminate the 4K Blu-ray drive, you take out parts. Whether this thing has 1 or 2 fans, we don't know yet, but if it has 2 fans, perhaps they could go without one more moving part and just have 1 fan in the diskless version. It's going to be interesting. So price, I don't know, based off of that, I think it'll be $400 and $500. Sony and Microsoft team up and make a Dreamcast 2. Yeah, Sega just had their event, well, their announcement in Japan last week, and it was the mini Game Gear Mini, and I don't think Sega's coming back into the hardware market anytime soon. But it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said in the last 2 videos for E3 Talk Day 1 and E3 Talk Day 2, well, it was spread over 3 videos, but those 2 days worth of talk, there is no clear winner in terms of which console is built better this time around. You have PlayStation for the first time in quite a while really changing up their controller. They took what people like of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and the Xbox One controller, modified the mold, stuck it on the PlayStation controller, keeping the analog sticks symmetrical and the D-pad on the top left, and throwing in some new rumble technology. On the Xbox Series X side, you have what you've had work for the last several years on the Xbox One controller, but a little bit more rich in quality and build design and in the D-pad presumably, and battery life, etc. Okay, you're in one of 2 camps on the controller. Games, honestly, the majority of the games that come out on these systems will probably be like in the HD Twin era of Xbox 360 versus PlayStation 3. A lot of the stuff that we saw today probably isn't going to be PlayStation 5 exclusive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if well, not just not be surprised, but I'm sure we're going to see Resident Evil 8, for instance, on Xbox Series X, right? And, when the next Grand Theft Auto comes out, GTA 6, I'm sure that'll be on all platforms, including PC. And that's another thing. What's the PC community going to do this time around? Are they going to build their next PC and take advantage of the best tech on the market and the best monitor and just build a bigger, better Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 at their home and play on their desk and just pick up a good controller that they like? Or are they going to get a console? Because when you're getting a console, you have to get the console for its functionality, whether you prefer mouse and keyboard or controller, Do you typically like to sit back on the couch and play on the TV, or do you like to be closer to your screen and play on a monitor? Not that you can't do one or the other on both, but you know, that's usually a differentiating factor between console and PC gamers. You know, do you want to pay a higher price up front for your system, which would be the PC, but then later on probably have easier and more affordable access via Steam and whatnot to playing a mass amount of games, you know, at home at any time, and you know, storage medium is going to be a thing. You know, they're having some big discs and they're going to have big updates, and you know, the Xbox Series X has 1 terabyte hard drive on the SSD, and PS5 has a 822 gigabyte, you know, SSD. Those are probably going to get filled up pretty quickly. Now you could expand both, but they're going to be pretty expensive to expand. So you're looking at, you know, a couple $100 increments for what used to be a $24 memory card back in the day. Unless if you are able, for the first time in a while, to just pop in the disc and play it, and choose to not download it and eat up your storage drive, that's a different story. But I don't know if that's going to be the case this time around. You know, like with Nintendo Switch, if you buy a cartridge, you're playing off the cartridge. You're choosing to buy the cartridge version so that you don't have to get a micro SD XC card. Now some games still require you to, but for the most part, you want to download a game, you use up storage space on the console. You don't want to download a game, you buy a physical cartridge. These days you don't have that option with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Even if you buy the physical disc, you still have to, you know, eat up storage memory, storage space, I should say, on your platform. But then now you're looking at, okay, what are you in for? Xbox Series X, going with 16 gigs of RAM, PS5, 16 gigs of RAM, Xbox Series X, 12 teraflops, PS5, if I'm not mistaken, 10.2. CPU, GPU comparisons, SSD at 5 on PS5 and at 3 on Series X. These numbers I might be off in the 0.2 or whatever, but you know, pretty evenly meshed systems, kind of like 360 and PS3. Down the road, which platform will be taken advantage of more, you know? Could out of the gate we see Xbox Series X games look and run better than PS5 games of the equivalent title, but PS5 down the road in the generation start to outperform it? Or vice versa, PS5 games up front, like, okay, cool, that version of this multi-platform game looks and loads faster on the PS5, but down the road, they're really starting to use the extra teraflop power of Series X to, you know, make games that come out 3-4 years from now better. It could go either way, time will tell, but I don't think there's going to be a big disparity, you know, between the two. So it really comes down to a controller, kind of. But if you're a gamer, you adapt to many controllers. I'm 36 years old. I've adapted to every single controller I've ever played with. You know, since gaming in like probably 1987. I've been gaming for about 33 years, you know? So you just get used to a new controller. So that to me isn't really a hit or miss. I'll buy both platforms regardless. I will get a Nintendo Switch Plus if that ends up being a thing, or a Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever new Nintendo console comes out. For the PS5 in particular, I'll get the disc version. With Xbox Series X, you know, there is the rumor of Anaconda versus Lockhart, and will Microsoft release their own discless Xbox Series S, or Xbox Series D for discless, or, you know, something like that? Could they have that up their sleeve? And they plan on having 2 price points as well. If anything, I thought that Xbox Series X would be the $600 console, PS5 would be the $500 console, and the less powerful Xbox Series S or D or whatever would be $400. And I thought that was several months ago of my initial thought of how these things are going to be. Now we see that Sony has 2, Microsoft has yet to reveal a second one, if that is in fact going to happen, but it's going to be interesting. So it kind of boils down to exclusives. Is a PS5 worth it to you to buy the exclusive games? Because if you're a PC gamer, you're probably going to buy the next Call of Duty, the next Splinter Cell, the next, whatever big IP that is, multi-platform, not exclusive, on PC. And whether you play on your TV or at your monitor, mouse and keyboard, or with a controller, if price isn't a factor and you want the best visual fidelity, that's likely what you're going to go with. So what exclusives compel you to buy either PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? As I said in my previous video from day 2, Microsoft has a big catalog. If they use it of Rare, they could have a brand new Perfect Dark, and that could be their exclusive Metal Gear Solid style Perfect Dark game. I could see it being very MGS John Wick style, taking place with a seasoned veteran of Joanna Dark 20 years later, or just a couple years after PD on N64, set in 2022, and be an awesome game. If they don't want to have it be a first-person shooter that, buys attention away from Halo, or don't want it to be another run-and-gun third-person shooter that competes with Gears of War. Perfect Dark, they could use it. They could use Conker's Bad Fur Day. They could use Blast Corps. They could use Jet Force Gemini, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, cameo elements of power, Battletoads. Did I say Banjo-Kazooie? I might have. Killer Instinct. Cameo elements of power. They've got 9 franchises, Viva Pinata. They've got a dozen franchises almost that they could definitely tap into and use. Especially some of the bigger ones make a lot of sense, like Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie. They reach different markets. They have some nostalgia behind them, and they could be really good. But will they? Because you do know what they do have. They have Forza, they have Halo, they have Gears of War. And on the Sony side, if it's going to be a Spider-Man game from Insomniac, that's now a PS5 exclusive. That's a given. They have Uncharted. They've got the lineup from some of the games that they showed here today. Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, if he comes back. Jak and Daxter, if they come back. So, Sackboy, Little Big Planet, Kratos, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. They both have quite a few. I would say that PlayStation has more recognizable brand name characters and franchises at this point than Microsoft in terms of what they have used in the last decade. But Microsoft's no slouch if they actually use it. They could outsource to developers to do the new Perfect Dark if they don't want to take on the task of doing it internally. Gaming for as long as I have, I could say that it's definitely taken a while for these companies to build up their own reputable franchises, but they have. I would say that Nintendo still has the biggest group of characters and series with Mario, Mario Kart, Zelda, Smash Brothers, Pikmin, Star Fox, Donkey Kong, Punch-Out, F-Zero, Wave Race, Pilot Wings, Splatoon, ARMS. That's quite a bit. And then you break in and go into Kirby, and you go into Yoshi, and spin-off games, whether it's Mario sports titles, though Wii Sports, if they were to bring something like that back. Nintendo still has the biggest and definitely most worldwide successful IP exclusive to them, including Pokemon. But PlayStation and Xbox definitely, they are younger companies in terms of being in the video game industry, but they have definitely built up a good stable themselves. Who will use their franchises the best this generation? And what type of gamer are you? Do you like Halo more? Do you like Horizon more? Or do you like Zelda more? Or do you buy all three? That was a good presentation. I'm not going to call this video an E3 Day 3 video, but I will put up an E3 Day 3 video before this evening is done to wrap up my 3 days of hypothetical E3 2020 talk. So for now, that's it. We've been talking for quite a while. How long have I been on for? I'm not sure, but it's been like an hour and a half. So, alright. Thank you all for watching. This is Paul Gale Network signing out. I hope you had fun watching this presentation with me. Sony, good job on the PlayStation 5 Future of Gaming show. Quite a good display of games. Props on showing off the consoles. And yeah, here's to November, December being pretty exciting. All right.